Alright. Hello and welcome to what I assume might very well be the last Wipe in a Review video. It's gonna be a two-part thing. As you can see, the footage I have in the background here is of the final fight of the Wipe, which was quite possibly the most crazy, not the most fun verb I've ever had. I've had I prefer one-on-ones, but it is the most crazy verb I've ever been a part of. That much is for certain. I think even the fucking Zarkis Tengen Kotsu Dreamland fucking dick adventure didn't even hold a candle to what this shit was. And I can only imagine how fun it was for Jesse, because I get the feeling that being in the middle of it the whole time was a lot more fun than it was just occasionally getting smacked by Nick or Jumpy for 1 billion of my HP and then going like, oh shit. So, starting out with the part that a lot of people want me to talk about, characters, and how that changed from the beginning of the life to the end of the life. We can finally see everyone's characters' full progression arc. How did they change? What did they do with their TRS? Were they cool? Yeah, let's find out. Joseph Hill. Wait, he's fucking dead. No, wait. Oh, I thought I put... Okay. He's fucking dead. He's been dead. Alright, Edgardo Q. Mercer. Not there a lot of it. Surprisingly, Jumpy, our hero, just kind of disappeared for a lot of late Wipe. And it was like, wait, is he actually fucking dead? And then he's like, nah, nigga, you thought. And big meme in Jort Chat was Edgardo isn't dead, because Nick was like, oh yeah, Edgardo's dead. And then Jumpy was like, yeah, Edgardo's dead. But then I felt like deep down in my soul, that nigga ain't dead. You can't convince me he ain't dead. You know, he's dead. He ain't dead. No, he's not dead. That's the thing. Okay. But he comes back at the very end, revealing himself to be Edgardo Q. Mercer, and fires off the single greatest attack in DVR history that I'll talk about later. I'm glad it wasn't a Giga Drill Break. Okay. I'll talk about that. I'll talk about... That kind of goes along with the End Wipe fight, which is going to be the second part of the video, and the whole End Wipe event in general. Talk about that in a bit. Antenora D. Dickon. To finally see... I had a very good connection to Antenora all throughout the Wipe, and finally see that connection come to its close, and to finally beat Gabriel, and to finally give that happy ending was like, it felt like a fucking nut. I'm glad this Wipe gave Antenora the happy ending she deserved, and I'm glad that her character went from being determined to, destroy us all and being hopeless to turning that hopelessness into a will to fight once they saw that the future was in their hands. That moment with them seeing the uncertainty of an attack and being like, I can't see the future anymore, was like raw as shit, and that got me hype. Alright? That got me hype. Really hype, actually. But character-wise, Jessie was talking a lot about how she was surprised that people saw Antenora and tried to dig out that character, and I really think that the character that there was to dig out, like I said, all the way back in my first Wipe review, I said I really want to see what kind of character Jessie has going on under there. And here we go, here we are. The character was pretty cool. Alright. Kira Q. Mercer, a lot like Edgardo, talk about that in the last Wipe. Very cool, final attack. Like, I'll nut to that later. Maya. Maya, I feel that a lot of the shit that I should have seen from Maya, I was just not there for. I was incapable of witnessing it because I was locked up in hell for the training days. But overall, let's hear it like this. So Maya went from being very, bright and happy and just kind of go-getter, and got kind of shot down a lot of the times by the world itself, and just kept on not being able to save people. And I was like, what the hell, man? I just want to use heal. I just want to use Curaga and heal this fucking cunt. Like, my name's Donald. But these guys keep getting in my way. Fuck you, Spirit Gun. And I feel the progression from being happy-go-lucky to being, like, understanding that things aren't always going to go their way, but still just wanting to keep going in spite of that. I kind of feel like, if they didn't go Spirit Energy, they would have gotten, like, Unlimited Blade Works or something like that. You know? Because Maya felt like a really good Shiropath, almost. In the sense that even though people kept telling her, this isn't how the world works, you can't save everyone, you gotta brighten up, you gotta fucking get an edge on me, you bitch. And he was like, I don't care, Nev told me I'm gonna be the god of balance, and fuck you guys, alright? Really good character, overall. Alright. So, who's next on the list that still lived? Ruko. Oh, wait, no. Joseph Mercer this time. Now this is me. Now I have very, very sharp opinions that hurt people. All right, and this is one of those sharp opinions that might hurt somebody. I think that Joseph's spiral moment, the moment that he got spiral, like I felt a bit of anger because I was like, oh god, she got spiral. Now I really have to quit the wipe. Because of my song, you know, if Chikashi gets spiral, this wipe up. Yeah, so I thought I had to quit the wipe, but then I was like, actually, this is a moment pretty good for Spiral. I think I'll make an exception. I think I'll see how this turns out. And that seemed to be the attitude of a lot of the admin team whenever they gave Joseph Spiral. Because this is perfect. This is perfect. He's like, alright, my mom and dad were the greatest people, two of the fucking strongest warriors in the whole world. And I was raised by them, I was caught by them. This is me breaking out, becoming my own person. I don't want to just become like Edgardo and Kira. I want to become my own person. Damn it! I want to stop living in their shadow. I want to drill right past that to the future. And it was like, okay, let's see it. And then, I mean, that was it. You know. There was no grandiose moment for Joseph that Joseph ever took by the balls and was really cool with. Spiral Rally was raw. I'll give you that much. Spiral Rally was really raw and it made me nut. You really gave me a handy right there, but the Spiral Rally nut was more of the technique being used rather than the RP and the person using the technique using it. Also, talk about this. The moment when everyone was talking about why they were fighting and why they kept pushing onward and what dreams they were going to accomplish, you just kind of ruined the whole moment and fucking yelled punching an infinity +1. It's like, you got anything better, Chi? You can't even say, to forge my own destiny and no longer live in the shadow of my parents. Or something raw like that. It just felt like he never, It felt like Joseph had autism or something. He never said anything smart. He never said anything that was really impactful. You don't have to, okay, not even that. You don't have to be smart to say something impactful, but it's I don't know. There's never a really good speech or a really good spiral moment that made me think, oh, this is raw. It's just they got another tear up. I wonder why. Anyway, really high hopes for Chi that wipe. Didn't really hit the mark. I hope that they genuinely take into account the criticism that has obviously been thrown at them, because a lot of people have been giving them shit this wipe. I know that for a fact. But I genuinely hope that they don't get discouraged by the criticism and instead realize that people see a lot of potential in Chi, but they aren't utilizing it. And if Chi can utilize that potential, they can become a genuinely good player, so long as they also work on their OOC attitude of, if you're going to be a cunt, at least be a funny cunt. Okay. That out of the way. Ruko. Ultimately, I think Ruko kind of stagnated towards the end, which is the problem I had too. Honestly, I kind of stagnated towards the end of my character development as far as how I changed as a person. But there was one part later on. But this isn't talk about myself. Let's talk about Ruko. So I feel like Ruko. Actually, wait, I'm fucking lying. Wait, after he got God. Okay, yeah, hold on. After he got God. Everything up until the point where he got God form felt like stagnation. Then he got God form, and it became a lot more worldly. And I like that, because a lot of people just RP'd God form like, oh, I'm stronger. But God form, that wipe was supposed to represent like a change in worldview, a change in opinion, and understand how the world works. And after Ruko got God form, for a moment there, it felt like he really, kind of got a grander scheme of things, understood everything a bit more, and was like, okay, so, yeah. But then at the very end of the wipe, it was like, no, I don't fucking care, Gabriel, suck my dick. I'm gonna rebuild the Saiyan race. And then the admins fucking came down from heaven wielding their divine sword of immolation and said, actually, bitch, there's tons of Saiyans. And Ruko was like, I guess I fight for nothing now. So I don't know. But other than that, I think Ruko had a very interesting arc. I think he went, a lot like, Leke, which, wait, who? Shit, I forgot about him. Wait, does he exist? This, imaginary Leke character that I am conjuring up from the void of my imagination that is only a theoretical, definitely never existed, and definitely wasn't sponged from my memory. It felt like Ruko went through the stages of Vegeta a bit quicker than he should have. Like, even though he started as a nice guy, then he became a cunt. Then he stayed as a cunt for a really long time. And then he got God form, and now he's like kind of not a cunt, but still a cunt, and then he went back to being a cunt. So it's like, just decide on which side of the fucking fence you want to fall on, and like, just slowly, dude, don't just fall off it. Just make a gradual descent down. Okay. But overall, I think Ruko was probably the best Saiyan. There's only two, so your competition isn't exactly fierce. But, yeah. Tsukishima. Oh. Tsukishima kind of chewed me out last time for making a part about him on the video, and it was like, oh god, dude, you made me embarrassed with how much you fucking praised me. But honestly, dude, Joseph shouldn't have gotten Spiral, it should have been Tsukishima. Honestly. I'm coming out there, I'm saying it. It's on everyone's mind. We were all kind of, whispering it in our group chats, like, hey, don't you think Tsukishima should be Wipe Hero with Spiral and not Joseph? And we were all like, yeah, we know. But he'll fucking roast me if I go on any two more, but you already know. You were there, you saw the end of it, you saw that RP! You know which one I'm talking about. Ugh. Anyway, so that's Tsukishima. Kombu, another problem with stagnation here. Then again, I didn't RP with Kombu nearly as much, but I also don't think Kombu RP'd nearly as much either. How about that? Really, kind of took the piss out of Turok's moment in Amarant's place, and that was kind of a little Psy XD, all lowercase XD, but I don't think that's really the problem here. I think that's just that just came to mind when I was thinking about things Kombu has done. We really shouldn't talk about that because Avid's already handled that. So nothing to get hung up about, honestly. But I think that Kombu just kind of stayed the same character the whole wipe, honestly. Except very slowly became more of a cunt in his normal form, and then, oddly enough, didn't change at all in his LSSJ, which is, I guess, alright, because it's mastery over SSJ, saying that it doesn't change me as much as it used to, but it's like, I don't know. He was very selective on who he was actually nice to and who he wasn't nice to, and it felt like a fucking coin flip at times. Of whether or not Kombu was going to give you the decency that another sane being should deserve, or if he was just going to be like, "They're a certain race, they're her." I don't know. Not a lot of stuff is coming to mind to talk about whenever I think about Kamu. So maybe I'm just completely misjudging him based on that. But he did have a lot of raw moments throughout the wipe. That is not to deny him of that credit, because he did have some raw ass moments, and they were cool as fuck. But I don't know. He never really stood out at the very end, which is what I'm thinking of. Overall, all right. You know, in between, the average. Turd Rock. Getting SSJ4 instead of gay. Really good decision on Rampagne's part. Bodying the ever-loving fuck out of Leke. Wait, who was that guy? Bodying the ever-loving fuck out of the maniacal, the thought form that is Leek was really raw. Or Leke, whatever. And yeah. I don't know. Rampage's character had a very different and unique motivation that went apart from the rest of the wipe in a serious way, where he was like, actually, you know what? Fuck gods. I don't like gods. Gods are gay. And he would just body the fuck out of anyone who told him otherwise. He was like, you know what? Actually, no, you don't get to say that in Turok's house. You don't get to. And body the fuck out of some people he did. I wish he was stronger. I wish he was strong enough to the point that he actually was able to assert his male dominance over some people and whack them with his tail. But enablement kind of felt like a fucking Price is Right, spin the wheel. Did your app get wide? Was it broken? Yeah, okay, you're strong. But honestly, Rampage is just a solid character. And I wish he came into play earlier in the wipe, because then he would have a lot more room to develop. But he kind of tagged on at the very end and still made an impact enough to the point that I feel like, good job. You know? The only thing that it probably seems that I'm just I'm kind of sad that there isn't a lot for me to talk about, because I just didn't roleplay with you enough. But I'm sure that Matthew could have a better something better to say about you, or something more constructive. But overall, from what I saw, good character. Okay, so Kyra. Kara. You know what, Luna? You did all right. You know, it felt that Kyra. Okay, first of all, I've already caught on to your fucking plans. All right, Kara. How do you pronounce Kara? As in Kara from Undertale. Kyra. How do you pronounce Dreamer from Undertale? Dreamer. Caught on to your fucking plans. Found you out. I'm calling you out. Call out video. Anyway. So with that in mind, let's just kind of review how things are going so far with Kara. Hold up. So, the whole balancing act between demon and human and void, or whatever the hell was going on, it felt like Kara should have just nutted up and made a really big character decision that should have changed her a lot and gave her a lot of power, but then she just kind of never did, you know? It was a bit too she felt like almost a bit too logical at times, and wasn't willing to just like kind of say fuck it and let's go with it. You know, just fucking, you know, run that ass down and let's go be a demon, or let's go be a human, or let's go be something else, or, you know, it just felt like, oh, I guess I'll just do this now. Like, I really wanted to see Kyra, after she got purged of her Mazoku, I really want to see Kyra just be like, alright, I failed as a demon, but that's alright, because now I'm going to become the strongest human I can. Or something like that. But then it's like I see her popping around with devil triggers, and I'm like, wait, what? Is she still like, oh, I'm gonna balance them out? Like, no, just pick one. You know? And, yeah, I don't know. You were still cool at Endwipe, I guess. But so is everyone else, honestly. But, yeah. Anyway, so going off of that, Dorian. I didn't RP with you that much, dude. Dorian just kind of felt like that one guy who's always there with a shitload of BP and is gonna flex on you if you say something about his friends. That's just how it be. I don't know. I think Rafnus, kind of never went out of... Okay, here. I'll identify the problem. Between the laptop battery failures and the... Hold on, my internet went out. Oh, I fell asleep. I think that Rafnus never really had time, or never really wanted to, just go out of his way to find someone or a group of people to like really RP with and really develop his character with. And so by that, he relied on other people to come towards him. But then everyone was like, oh, Dorian. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing? And a big part of that has to go with the fact that Flizzy and Nick both got their characters a lot more distant, and one of them ended up quitting the wipe. Flizzy ended up quitting the wipe, so that was one guy down. And then Nick mostly RP'd with Jumpy, which made things really hard for Dorian to establish a family relationship with them when they ended up getting married. And it's like, oh, I guess we're just like we're like still good friends, I guess, but it's like the familial relationship's kind of weak here. So I just and I really wanted Dorian to like, you know, try and replace the family that he kind of lost to space and fucking time and fate and all that shit with like other people. But then he just kind of waited for those other people to come to him instead of like finding them himself. So, but with all that criticism leveled against him and circumstance going against him, I think Raph was still noble in his pursuit to see the wipe through to the end, even despite all that. And, you know, his family kind of collapsed. A lot of people would have just said, oh, the rest of my family quit or is busy fucking Jumpy, so I might as well just quit too. But Raph kept on pushing through, made a few event characters, I think, and was just cool. So, really solid, you know, banged out the rest of the wipe with a passing grade, so I'll say. Really sad... Okay, Arguri. Really sad Z-Man couldn't show up for the final event, because it was fucking baller, and he would have smashed everyone's asshole. It's a Z-Man character at the end. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I love Z-Man. But... Okay. Is that everyone? Who am I missing? Donna. Donna was the latest character to join the wipe that was still one of the best characters. I have nothing but praise for Thana and their player. They have really good OC attitude, really good IC attitude, really good character development. Really glad that I picked them, of all people, to inherit the Keyblade. All that shit. And it's honestly, I really wish that they were there for that final event, because they would have been one of the best players at the final event, and I say that with utmost certainty. Because they're just fucking good. So yeah. So, let's see. Is that everyone? Everyone that I wanted to talk about? I know I'm fucking missing somebody. Alexis? Alexis doesn't get mentioned in these wipe review videos. Who am I missing? I don't fucking know. Jesse asked me this a couple of days ago. Yesterday, that is, at 8 a.m. But, it was like, hey, who do you think the best characters this wipe were, in order of coolness? So, I made 2 lists. One of them more jokingly than another. I said, for the first list, Juliet Mioros is greater than Antinora, is greater than Maya, and Maya and Joseph are kind of on the same level, and then it's a toss-up between most side characters. Those are the people that I found the most enjoyable. But then the more serious list was, I honest God think that Olenor was one of the coolest characters this wipe, coolest villains, great bromance with my character, and maybe I'm just saying that because you sucked my dick a lot, but a lot of people seem to think Olenor was really cool, and I think Olenor was really cool. I think Joseph was, should have gotten Spiral. He ruined the wipe by not getting Spiral, and fuck you, Matthew. But I generally think that Joseph was the fucking man, honestly. Antinora, also one of the best characters this wipe because of how dramatically they changed and how real the character development felt, and all that shit. Turok was probably the best Saiyan. I said Ruko was the best Saiyan. I'm taking that back. It's fucking Turok. It's fucking Turok. We all knew it. I was picking your fucking leg. Love Rampagne. Love Turok. Turok smash. And for the final pick, I don't know, fucking Kogan or something. Tokusentai. Tokusentai. So, 27 and 52 minutes into the video. What did you think about that last event? Kaz, what was your favorite part about it? Okay. Event starts with me, because I'm the most important character in the fucking wipe. We all know it. Just come on, suck my dick. It's fine. It's not that big. So, event starts with me and Antinora and Gabriel in hell, duking it out. I have a fight with Gabriel, get him down pretty low, and he's holding me up and is like, yeah, Antinora, now if you shoot your final Getsu Potential, you'll kill both of us. What will you do? And I'm like, I'll fucking do it. So they slash apart hell, and then everyone else pours into the event. Joseph first, and I'm like, Joseph, you fucking cunt, get the real guys over here. Get the real heroes of the wipe over here. And Jopos is like, yeah, I guess, alright. So Jalopis gets the rest of the wipe over here, and they're all like, oh, this is the final event, buds. And then Antinora is like, I'm fighting you fuckers now. And we're like, oh no! So we fight Antinora, bam, 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 and it's like, okay, this is alright so far. I guess we gotta fight Gabriel next. And then it's like, okay, we're fighting Gabriel now, bam, 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 bam. And it's like, oh, I guess Kira and Edgardo are here now, bam, 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 bam. They fired a Sekia. And it's around this point that I got so bored in the final event that I just opened up Pokemon Showdown. And I think Jumpy did too. He just opened up Pokemon Showdown and said, fuck this event, I'm just gonna play this instead. But then, something magical happened. Gabriel, was like, actually,
fuck you guys, all your apps are denied, and I'm shutting down the server.
and it's like, whoa, wait, what? Hold up, I perked up from my fucking seat. I was like, wait, huh? What did you just say? My fucking internet's out. I can't reconnect to this. So I had to like fiddle with my internet until I was able to reconnect. I got exiled to play on my fucking C key for a minute, and I was like, wait, what's happening? We're in the void, and DBR itself comes at the cut. It's like, I'm saving this fucking wipe, boys. And DBR itself is like, don't give up. You know, your story isn't ending here. You don't give up even in the face of all this adversity. And it's like, holy shit, this is meta as fuck. DPR itself, not need to fuck. And we all get back, and we all see that we have become infinite too. And it's like, So, it's like, whoa, shit. And it's, okay, my nut started dribbling out a bit whenever Amaranth came back from the dead, Lord Genome, and was like, clapped Gabriel so fucking hard, and it was like, oh my god, that ooh. I haven't seen someone clap Gabriel that hard since Jet Q Ivory, and then Jet Q Ivory's fight was also raw as shit. Honestly, next fucking Jesse wipe, I'm putting it down here in my writing. I'm gonna get Path of Hero. That shit looks fucking raw. Fucking with you. I wouldn't gun for a tear ass. Anyway. So, that in mind, we're all fighting Gabriel now. We walk up in like Highway Star. We're the Josuke Higashikata analogy. We walk into Highway Star's fucking hospital room, and we're like, it's a fair fight now, isn't it? And the Standora is like menacing around us, and he's like, Chotto mate, chotto mate, chotto. Can I get a good snap? Yeah, he snaps his fingers. We're all teleported to that old-ass 2014 looking Limbo map. And we're like, call back. We all assume formation around this guy. Like, we're the fucking... We are the Toku Sentai now. We form formation around him. We're like, Gabriel, this is it. This is it, buddy. You're getting fucked. This fist, it's going all the way up your ass. We all say our raw lines. Chi ruins the entire event by yelling while we're all speaking instead of just being a normal person and saying something cool later. And the fight starts. Spiral Rally has been popped and my dick is erect. Now, the fight that ensues is the one that you've been seeing. And it is the craziest goddamn planet reality shift just fucking going off everywhere. And it's like, oh my god, I'm nutting. And there's nut everywhere, dude. Like, everyone's popping off their so fucking wrath is stunning, and everyone's like, fuck you, and oh my god. Oh my fucking god. The entire fight is by and large one of the best verbs I've ever fucking seen on Deber. It is a gangbang in all of its glory. Friendly fire is included, and Omega finishers are coming out the fucking cut. It's the only way you can do 2% damage, and I tried to snipe the kill like a fucking asshat. But I'm glad that Kira got it. Or Kyra, or whatever. Because Nick was like, I can't just kill him myself. We gotta have the whole fucking server on this. We all fucking gather up. It's all of our... It was like, Sekiya! Love Tenkyoken! My pants fucking exploded in that moment. And I'm glad that it is that I am... Everyone who partook in that end wipe will forever and always say Jesse wipe had the best end wipe of any wipe ever. uncontested, you can't even fucking front. And people will always be, everyone who played the wipe will be like, yeah. And then everyone who didn't play the wipe will be like, huh? I don't get it. My head wipe was pretty cool. We went spiral. We did a Giga Drill break. Those fucking fools. And I am saddened by the people who did not get to experience the Great Red Wipe. Whole wipe and review. Part 3. The final countdown. Overall, this wipe had pretty good start. Alright middle. Got a bit stagnated towards the end. It was like, oh, okay, I'm training, hell. But then the final event, before this final event, even then, I was going to say this is one of the greatest wipes of all time because it's just so brawling and has so many great standout moments that stick in my head. It's probably going to stick in my head whenever I play a new wipe. I'll be like, oh god, this isn't nearly as cool as that one time when Jesse wiped that. But the end wipe, the final, the final fight completely made up for everything that had been bad before that. And yep. So there you have it. Overall, God tier wipe. Above God tier wipe, even. I'd go as far as to say outer God tier wipe. A wipe beyond God tier. That's just how it is. Arigato. Jairo.